So magic feels really significant right now for the collective. And we have Ace of Shells. There's this blowing a wish kind of energy that's coming forward here for the collective. Spirit is guiding so many of you to see, and you could already be feeling this. You actually could be dreaming about this. I know this week I've had a lot of dreams where I can literally just think it and visualize it and see it, and it just happens. I'm just creating things in my dreams constantly, and I have this magic that it's like I know I have, but I'm still figuring out how to use it. And that could be significant for a few of you, where you have magic or you have powers, or there's some sort of fantasy aspect in your dreams where you almost wish it was happening in your real life. You wish you could do that. But the message is that you can. The energy that you're meant to be aware of in your dreams, there's a message there that's trying to almost pierce through. I'm hearing pierce through the veil. Pierce through the veil so you can see it in your waking life, in your reality. Or see the power that you have that you wouldn't normally allow yourself to wield because you feel like it's not able to. You're not able to wield it, or it's not available to you. And it is associated with abundance here, I feel like, especially when we have the Ace of Shells starting us off today. It feels like you're not sure what to do with it. There could be an essence of feeling lost or directionless for a few of you, or it's making you question your direction. You may not necessarily be feeling directionless, but you feel like there's so many places for you to go, and you just want to be sure that you're walking the right path. But I think the thing you're starting to realize is that you're the one creating the path. You're the one that's in charge. You're the one that's leading. You're the one that is setting the standard and making the rules. And that can be hard for you because you may have grown up feeling like one, that everything was against you and that you weren't capable. Your capability is being tested, I just heard. But not in the way that you expect. Not in the way you think you're normally getting tested, where it's physical. This is quite emotional. This is quite energetic. The path that you're currently on, the collective, I keep hearing it was where you're setting the scene, you're setting the standard. You're taking back the power, your power. And you're learning how to wield it in a way that you're no longer waiting for someone to tell you, or for source, or for anyone to tell you that this is the right path, or that this is the right way to wield it. You're the one setting the standard. You're the one deciding what is right for you and your power, and how you want to be the one to show up in this world and wield it. I'm hearing your magic knows no bounds, and that's probably what was happening in your dreams as well. Or you feel like it was almost like limitless and infinite, and then you wonder, how was that meant to happen in your physical? Like, how does that cross over? What's the message there? What's the parts of your magic that is limitless, that can be present in this world, in this reality, in your world? And the message there is to start with the energy, to start playing with the energy, because if you are immediately looking at that magic and seeing it in a way where it's trying to directly be applied to the physical, and then you're seeing, well, that can't happen in physical reality, that can't take place, that magic doesn't exist, I can't affect the physical like that, well, then you're instantly preventing yourself from even using the magic on its energetic level where it begins. So the message here is to stop immediately seeing that magic and believing and wanting and wishing for that magic, and to stop applying it to the physical right away, because that's not where it's meant to start. You're being asked to play with the energy of that magic. Manic, interesting. This could be sending you, or a few of you in the collective, this could be sending you into a manic sort of state where you feel overwhelmed, perhaps, because you're trying to placate your magic. You're trying to diminish and dim your magic. And it's making you feel trapped, which will send anyone into a manic sort of state when you feel trapped and overwhelmed and incapable. And yet you have all these expectations that you're placing on yourself. You feel like your world is placing on you. That would send anyone into that sort of space. And that's not to disregard your feelings or your way of being. Is to allow you to understand that there are no rules, and when you apply rules to yourself that weren't built for you and built for your energy and built for your container and built for your physical capabilities, then of course it's going to send you into a space that makes you feel out of control or incapable. When you're looking at your magic, the limitlessness comes from the energy. When you stay in that energy and you cultivate that energy and you practice there first before bringing it to the physical, because there is no rush, there is no need to prove it. Okay, proof is a very physical and masculine terminology. No one's asking you to have proof right now. No one's asking it to be physical. That's a pressure you're placing on yourself to feel like it's valid, that it's worthy, that your magic exists only when you can touch it. But all magic starts in the energy, in the thought, in the feeling. And that is where you have been needing to exist and prioritize. So again, if things in your world are not showing up with the magic you feel like you've been experiencing internally, and you feel like it's still not there in the physical and that you're doing something wrong, you need to be asking yourself, have you fully explored the limitlessness of that magic? And are you stopping it from becoming all that it can be because you're trying to rush the process? You're trying to find proof in the physical when you haven't even given it the chance to become all that it can be in the energetic. It's this pressure and it's this heavy expectation that is showing up in the collective when it comes to your sense of masculinity. And it's not always been equal to your femininity. You're practicing your femininity. You're needing to understand what is being cultivated in energetic state of your world. And it's not that you're needing to do more. It's that you're needing to trust and play in the energy of your magic more. You're already taking very physical, measured steps that are supporting your energetics. But what I'm hearing is that you're having the feeling, you're having a bit of the magic, you're having the idea, you're bringing it to the physical, which is great. You're responding to that place and you're trusting what has been presented to you. But then you're not going back and cultivating more of that magic to keep it moving, to keep it going, for it to continuously shift over into the physical. It's like you're feeling it, doing it, then almost extinguishing it because you feel like the physical was its limit. The physical was its done and dusted, when the physical is a support tool. So in your approach to life, how can you continue to play in the energy and then allow the physical to be a stepping stone, not the finish line? Because there is an ever-evolving finish line. There is an ever-evolving product here. There is an ever-evolving physical extension of what is an infinite, ever-evolving energy. It is reflecting that. So if you're being, and then you're doing, and then you're not continuing to be, and playing in that energy, playing in the magic, cultivating what it is, nurturing it, supporting it, then the flame burns out, then the physical stops, and that stepping stone is just a stepping stone, and it's not a path. So how can you continue to cultivate that energy and continue to take measured steps as your energy calls for it? You're not here to master the physical. You're here to forever play in your energy, to trust it and take those trusting steps in the physical, which is the response, it is the doing, it is the heart-led action. I'm also hearing mystery coming forward here. There's almost this mysterious component when it comes to timing that feels significant, where perhaps you are wondering how your timing works. And you're wanting to have more control here, but the message here is that, like the magic, it moves through you and from you. Your perception plays a huge role in your timing. But what you haven't realized on a physical level as well, where you haven't embodied this in the physical yet, you're still like dipping your toes in it energetically, is that your world operates with imperfect timing because you are the one it comes from. Timing is not external to you. It is not outside of you. It is not something that you are meant to control. It is something that you are meant to, like your magic, play with, feel, respect about yourself, and have this almost utter faith in, because your timing is in direct correlation in your ability to cultivate the present. How much can you expand and hold and enjoy and be free in the present moment? How open and magnetic do you feel in every moment that you are experiencing yourself? Your timing is very much connected to your source of pleasure. I'm hearing the phrase of time flies when you're having fun. Ask yourself why that is. Ask yourself how that shows up for you. Notice the days where joy is present, and then notice the speed of which you experience it. I'm hearing your timing never faults you. But when you start to view it as something that is against you and that is not considerate of you, that is when you're almost, I'm hearing, playing yourself. We often say that the timing is, in the hands of the universe. But you are in co-creation with the universe. And your timing is very, very unique and is entirely different to someone else's. I keep hearing again, timing is not meant to be controlled or questioned. Timing exists in the same way that you do, through conscious awareness of self. I said piggyback, the word piggyback. I'm hearing timing piggybacks on your thoughts. This is an area that you may feel like you excel in, or you're wanting to excel in. You may be feeling a time pressure at this time. Like you're running out of time and you're used to feeling like you're running out of time. Ask yourself where that's come from. Ask yourself how time serves you. Ask yourself, has it ever really been against you? Or have you just been in fear? Time congregates when there is a mass energetic focus or distribution. You are not falling behind, and you haven't ever been falling behind. You are in perfect timing with all that you are and all that you are creating. Everything that you are calling in is an example of how trusting you feel within yourself and how capable you feel within yourself. Allow your timing to work for you. Shift the narrative. It is in support of your foundation. Spirit doesn't want you to feel like you've been falling behind anymore. There's this sense of really discarding or needing to discard. Like it's almost like this purge is happening when it comes to comparison with other people's timelines and comparison with other people's age as well. Your age, to be cliche and cringe here, is just a number. And you are built perfectly. You are designed perfectly within all of your experiences of self. There is nothing that is out of line or faulty or not set up correctly. Give yourself a break. Understand again within yourself that your existence is infinite in all facets of what that could mean and be and become. You are in control of how you connect the dots. Your meaning comes from you. So create meaning in your world that is supportive of all the things you are wanting to grow and to become. You do this through rapid acceptance of self-perception and experience, and the rapid acceptance of, well, I can change this and I can choose something else. I'm hearing you're going to be notified. I'm hearing from a trusting source. About a decision that was made for you. There could have been a new opportunity that's been presenting itself to you, and you can't quite see its entire picture. But it's going to support your foundation and your ability to grow and hold more. I'm also hearing joy. Joy is present here. Relief is present here. I'm also hearing different routines are present here. I'm hearing in order for you to in order for you to call in what you're wanting to call in, it needs to be enjoyed. The creation of it and the acceptance of it, because you're no longer allowing stress into your world. So be aware of how that perception of stress has been blocking the things that you're wanting to call in because of the associated stress that you feel alongside with what you're calling in. You might not always know what you want because you've never been asked, and you've never asked yourself, and you've never sat with the fact that you're allowed to have it and what that means when you're allowed to have something that you want. If you've only known stress and you're trying to not call in stress, and you're trying to call in something that you want, you don't know what it's like to have something that you want. Where stress isn't in the picture. So there's a conflict here. You're being asked to let down the barriers as you've been practicing, to hold more of an energetic space for this and prioritize more of your present time within this receiving and barriers down energetic space. After you take the measured steps that you take in the physical that were set off by the initial intuitive download feeling idea. There's an aspect of internal space holding that has to happen in order for you to feel capable and trusting of calling in what you're wanting. That is understanding of your shifting perceptions with stress and your ability to handle and cope. This isn't stress in the same way it once was in terms of survival and fear. It is a stress that is also associated with excitement that your body is learning to read as joy, and that it is safe and capable of holding it. I hope this resonates with you. I hope this resonates with the collective. I hope whoever watches this and feels this deeply, that you understand that you are so much more supported and that you have done so much work on yourself, and you should be very, very proud of how far you've come. And despite my really serious, I feel like, vibe this whole reading, it's not seriousness, it's just a calmness. And that is your new foundation, and I don't feel that you've all realized just how prominent that is. There's this slight expectation that you're still needing to be battle ready and stress ready. And that's why this receiving and this barrier down energy and this playing in the energy is so important, because you're so used to operating in the physical and you're being invited into this very new way of being. And it's this embodiment that you're experiencing, and it feels difficult because it's a whole new world for you. And it's very present in your world. It is a transition, it is a shift, it is an alchemization that's happening here. An aspect of transcendence is showing up. But there's this depth to it, and this really huge expansive capacity that you're not allowing yourself to fill up in, because you're trying to preserve what you've always felt you've needed to preserve and protect. But that's not where you operate anymore. There's this ball that's always been rolling that you felt you've needed to continue to keep rolling yourself, that if you step away and you enjoy everything that's in this space, you'll see that the ball is rolling and will continue to, because of the magnetic energy that you're in and able to play and enjoy. You'll see that the ball keeps rolling, not just because you've pushed it once, but because of the way that the entire system has been energetically and physically built. But it's not the physical that maintains it, it's the energy. It's the engine. Not just the idea for you to push it that keeps this ball rolling. It wasn't the idea, it wasn't the push, or the button that you press to keep the ball, to start the ball rolling. It's the field of energy that you exist in, the space that the ball is in, that keeps the electricity, keeps the energy going. And that's the energy that you're in, and the energy that you're being asked to prioritize and nurture and have fun and play in, because that is where the magic is. in another way of looking at that is that you're not being asked to see you're being asked to not focus on the fact that the ball is rolling and how you made it move. You're being asked to focus on the magic of the room, within the container, within yourself, which is the magnetic field. That supports this ball rolling. And for confirmation, a little bird just came and sat on my fence and ate a little berry. Nurture, fuel. The car doesn't just run because you drive it or because you put the key in and turned on the ignition and made it start. The car drives because it has fuel and because you keep it functioning. I hope this resonates, and I hope this supports whoever watches this in any way that you're needing it to. Sending you so much love. I'll see you soon.